Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more 9-rip, continuing Saya's route. This is so depressing because this is the last part, because we are going to get all of the other endings, including the common route bad end. But we are starting off, and we are going to get our heavenly end, which is entitled Lover's New Life. And I hope that means my new life as in I'm dead and I'm stuck in hell with him. And by stuck, I mean I get to be here forever. That's what I'm hoping for. Listen. But anyway. So, let's start. In hell, probably not. I hate saying this. I hate it so much. It's not that there's nothing important to me, but I didn't exactly bring much with me when I came to hell. Oh, I thought you'd realize from our talks thus far. Minami can take on human form. He could easily mingle with humans in the living world and cause them harm. It's so funny, he doesn't even, we're like, I didn't bring anything with me, and he's not like, ah! I mean, I like it better when we're like, we look at him and he's like, I meant like your family, girl, but thanks. It was so much nicer. Oh, and then we say thank you so much. Thank you for thinking this all through, for taking time off work for me. I know words couldn't fully express my gratitude, but it seemed better to say them than to not. I'm doing this because I want to. There's no need for you to thank me. It was typical of Seiya to be so direct, but his characteristically blunt response made me smile. I love him so much. Even so, I still want to thank you. So I'll say it as often as I need to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I graciously accept your thanks. If I don't, it looks like your gratitude will just keep coming. That's right. How adorable are we? And then we're on our date. There's our date. No. This is also why I skip. I get to stare at his beautiful face. It flashes by way fast, but this is how fast it feels like his route went. It was over to be fair with this, it's one part shorter, I think, than the common route plus Sena was anyway, so it's really not anywhere, but it just feels like it was over and done within the blink of an eye, and I hate that. So anyway, I'm assuming it's still exchanged for my soul. Okay. So, look at him. The brain rot's real. I want to be here with you forever. I don't want to leave. When you're falling asleep and then your mind remembers Seiya and how much you love him and you're like, please don't make me leave him. And then you wake yourself up halfway. Okay, I don't want to part. Oh, thank God. We'll likely have to part ways soon and I'm going to miss you. I can understand why I don't want to part doesn't get you affection points and leads toward possibly an end. What I'm hoping for is where we don't make it out and we end up dying here. Because I don't want to part. I don't want to leave. And then you end up dead and you stay here. You know what I mean? I could absolutely see if that's the chain of events. That works. And that's exactly what I fucking want. This is what this better goddamn be. Because, don't get me wrong. The heavenly ending was good. But it is sad that, we can't touch him. But we can still see him. So, okay, I'll accept it. But this better be my best ending of, peace out, I died. I'm in hell forever with my boyfriend. I'm sorry, my husband. I'm staying in hell with my husband. Oh, really kind of realize how fucked up you are mentally when you play a game like this and the best ending for you is no, I died and got to stay here. Yeah, I don't know what that says, but anyway. I spoke softly and Seiya lowered his hand from the tree before offering me a tender smile. Even if we're in different worlds, we can still hold each other dear in our thoughts. I will continue to think of you. Forever. Forever. I realize you might gradually forget me and someday find someone else. But for me, it's different. I have trouble letting go. We noticed that in the other one when she was like, I didn't realize how clingy he was. Yeah, we know. I'm okay with it. And I love that he's like, you might eventually forget me, but I'll never forget you. And it's like, sweetie, the only reason I'm gonna, not hurt so much not seeing you anymore is because we're going to have other pretty boys that I can distract myself with. But in the back of my mind and in the bottom of my heart, it's always going to be like, I miss this man so much. Indeed, that seemed to be the case for him. And I hope to do the same. Maybe after death, we might meet again. But hopefully our death is very soon. Then these feelings could truly last forever. Is that too much to hope for? No, it's beautiful and I love it. Oh, oh. With my lingering questions answered, I stared back at Saya. I think I'm okay now. You addressed all of my concerns. I spoke with certainty, yet I sensed a fleeting shadow pass over Saya's face. And then it's time for me to transfer my spiritual power to you. Oh, right. I got so caught up thinking about making the holy water, I completely forgot. How will you do it? I'm going to assume, since we're having the discussion instead of the passionate kiss, we don't get our passionate kiss, CG, so. Through a kiss. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'll transfer the power of my spirit to you through a kiss. Excuse me? Saya let go of my hand and gently lifted my chin. You're serious? That wasn't a joke. Is there some other way? Does that upset you? It's not that I'm entirely opposed, but after all, I cared for him deeply. The idea of kissing him wasn't something I was against, but I'm not against it. It's just, it feels strange kissing him like this. Despite feeling unsettled, I knew there was no point in voicing my concern. We had to do this, and besides, Saya was willing to give up part of his soul for me. I'm sorry, it's nothing. Please go ahead. Though technically this is to give you some of my power, let me convey my feelings for you as well. Hearing his words made my heart skip a beat, and his face drew nearer. Okay, it's a different version of the CG. Because the other one, there were tongues. There was like tonsil hockey going on. We were, like, it was intense. And this is just a normal kiss CG. Okay, so it's a different. I didn't notice if it said like 2 out of 3 or something on the original one to know that we were missing a version, but okay. As our cold lips met, a shiver ran through my heart. Was this situation a sensation linked to the spiritual power he was giving me, or something else? I love you, Saya. Though I left the words unspoken, I tried to convey them in this kiss. I couldn't be sure if the words reached him, but yet I felt as though his emotions were being conveyed to me. I'll keep this kiss forever in my heart. Though it was done under the pretense of him sharing his spiritual power with me, I knew it was filled with our affection for one another. As our lips parted, we looked deeply into each other's eyes. Your feelings reached me. And yours reached me, Saya. Even without saying the word love, our hearts were perfectly aligned. Realizing our feelings were mutual only made the thought of parting harder. But we have other matters to think about right now. You gave me some of your power, right? Are you sure you're okay? I told you there's no reason to worry, didn't I? I only gave you a little of my power. I'm sorry, I got a frog in my throat. His reassuring smile eased my concerns a bit. Well, I'm glad to hear that. But more importantly, do you mind if we linger in this moment a bit longer? As he spoke, Saya took my hand and held it firmly. The feeling of our second kiss, it still lingers on my lips. I can't shake this feeling it gave me. You know, we may not have had the tonsil hockey competition in this, but like, then we're getting these lines and they're pretty fucking good. Like, so, you know what? I'm okay. Like, however you want to kiss me, I'm great. However you want to throw these romance lines at me, I'm here for it. The memory of the kiss suddenly came back to me, making my heart race, mine too. Even though it was for transferring power, it felt so different. The warmth and joy of sharing those feelings together was incredibly comforting. For a moment, we let the sweetness of the kiss linger a little longer. Oh, my beautiful, precious princess. And we don't open the door, right, because opening the door is we get a bad ending. Okay, so now we're trying to convince our mom, like, not to sell her soul What should I do? I was at a loss for words, unsure how to reconnect with her, to bring her back to reality. Mom, swayed by the deceitful whispers of Minami, my mom believed I had fled home because I was stressed about my future. It's not your fault, Mom. The reason I haven't been able to come back is something entirely different. Despite my efforts to explain, my mother remained unresponsive. Then a familiar alarm sounded in the distance, and Mom's silhouette started to fade. Is it time for my mom to wake up? With Mom in this state, it was likely Minami will visit her dreams again tomorrow. But I don't feel like I've grown any stronger. I don't feel like I did anything to help or save her. I feel like I won't be able to return if I wake up now. I decided to stay in Mom's dream voluntarily, standing guard to ensure Minami wouldn't attack her again, and not being able to convince our mom, probably, and staying with her. We had slept for a whole day when we left the dream, and we were basically on the verge of dying. So we're probably gonna die. Listen, it's really made me like, I hope we're gonna die. That's just what I want. I want to stay with fucking Seiya. Then, on the third day within the dream, I encountered someone I never expected to see. Third day in the dream. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna die. Seiya, what are you doing here? I was worried about you, so I entered your mother's dream. Confused by everything, I felt a wave of exhaustion rush over me. Then Seiya gently stroked my head. The people who venture into another's dream often sleep for a day from exhaustion. But you didn't wake up today either. Thinking it was just a minor issue, I failed to fully understand your situation. Seiya's pained expression and his alarming tone filled me with unease. Overwhelmed with anxiety, I found myself unable to speak and could only gaze at him. Your breathing will soon stop, and I'm afraid your train hasn't arrived at the platform. It's getting melodramatic and sad right now, but I'm over here like, yes! We are gonna die and get to stay in hell with our boyfriend! It's really sad that I rejoice in endings that aren't as good, that these are the better ones for me. I don't know what it says, but I lingered here too long. So this is how I die. Inside I felt not only shock, but also a strange sense of relief. My tired heart would finally find peace, and I can stay with this bastard forever. And I guess Minami won't be able to hurt my mom anymore. After all, he wanted a soul that was still alive. Right, Seiya? I grabbed onto him, tilting my head as I did. Seiya looked at me, initially shocked, but then he sighed and nodded. If I was going to die soon, then when I woke up, I'd be gone. In that case, can I see my mom one last time? There's still something I want to tell her. I wanted to leave her with kind words to ease her pain. Of course you can. Your mother is over there. He pointed, and I noticed a space that seemed distorted, as if the background was cut out. I bowed to Seiya and began walking toward her. Mom stood dazed, alone in a room without me. Mom. She didn't turn around when I called. But when I took her hand, she just slumped down, defeated. Listen, Mom, it's not your fault I'm gone. I repeated those words over and over. Yet Mom showed no reaction. It was hard, but they do this to make you feel like it's not a great ending. Because your mom's all of a sudden, it's like, and yes, you're trying to hurt me like this, but it's not my real mom. And I just want to be dead with Seiya, okay? So it's like fucked up. It's trying to make me feel bad. It's like, it knows what it's doing. Because in the earlier versions, right, you were like, I never woke up again. And then you're like, oh, your family and friends must be sad. But they don't show them. Then they start as the routes get, as you're going in, like scenes like this, or like with Sayaka or something, like, and you see how sad they are to make you as the player be like, see, this isn't the greatest ending. And you're like, yeah, it's sad right now, but then it's going to be like, I'm just going to forget. I want to be with Seiya. Me personally want to be with him. So I get for her it's difficult. It's not. Like, you're trying hard game, but like, that's not how you're going to get me. That's not how you're going to get me, because I'm deluded enough to be like, it's fine, it's her mom, not my mom. I'm going to stay with Seiya forever. It'll be alright. People get over it. Listen, this is how I cope with everything, okay? Ah. I had to tell her I wouldn't be coming home. I've gone to be with Dad. At those words, Mom's body jolted and she finally turned to face me. It's my fault. No, it's absolutely not your fault. I was taken by a stranger. I bent the truth, crafting a story to keep Mom from worrying. I fought hard to come back, but in the end, I was killed. But I wanted to see you one last time. At last, Mom's gaze fixed on me. Her face was streaked with tears, but her eyes were lucid, no longer lost. Technically, it's not untrue. We weren't taken by a stranger. He just happened to be a little bastard god who keeps trying to fuck up my shit. But he kind of fucked up my mom shit. You made my mom suffer, Tengu god. Rude of you. But I get to be dead and be with Seiya, so it worked out for me, I guess. That, at least, was a consolation. But I want you to know I didn't suffer. There was no pain or anything like that. I think Dad must have protected me. He did? Yeah, he did. You knew how he was. He'd never let anything happen to us. I want to join you both. You can't do that. Dad and I won't forgive you if you take your own life. We'll watch over you, both you and Tsubasa too, so you have to live for our sakes. The thing we want more than anything is for both you and Sis to be happy. Don't forget that, okay? If both of you keep smiling, we'll be able to be at peace and watch over you. My mom cried for a while after that, not able to say anything. I understand. At her words, I smiled and gently hugged my mom. This is traumatic for our mother because, she lost her husband and she still hasn't quite coped with that grief. And it's been 10 or 11 years. You know what I mean? And now she just lost her baby. Tsubasa's a little bit older, but, you're still a teenager. You still have a lot of, you know what I mean? Even losing Tsubasa would suck, but it's harder when it's your youngest child, you know what I mean? And now everything's falling apart for this poor woman. So I do feel for her, but I get to be with Seiya, so what if? The game's trying to hit me in the feels, but it's not working. Making me say goodbye to Seiya, that's where it's going to hit me in the feels. Listen, I'm a simple whore, okay? Anyway, at her words, I hugged my mom. Did we read the hugging? We were hugging our mom. Even in the dream, I could smell her, and tears began to well up in my eyes. I can't let her see me cry. Tell me one thing. Were you happy? I felt the strength in Mom's arms as she embraced me. Of course, I loved being your daughter. My voice was laced with tears as I spoke, and I felt her hug me even tighter. I see. Thank you, Spacey. And so, I somehow managed to bring my mom back to herself, and I was able to see her smile one last time. Though the outcome wasn't what I'd hoped for, I'd brought her back, and that was enough for me. The outcome is what I hope for. Again, I feel bad for our mom. It's not the best outcome for her. But for me, the player, it absolutely is because I get to be with Seiya, so. When I awoke, I was enveloped in a multitude of Khalifa petals, so much they nearly suffocated me. Seiya apparently tried to keep me alive for as long as possible. My body was later buried in a large field at the HO, next to Yui. Seiya suggested returning my body to my family in the mortal realm, but I wanted to leave things as they were in the dream. I didn't want to cause my mother any more trauma than I already had. Well, see, I don't know about that. That's a questionable decision. And you could really go either way on it, because you told your mother I was taken by someone and killed, so your mother's going to come out of the dream and be like, so I saw her in a dream, Tsubasa, and she said she's dead. But, there's still going to be that lingering worry and that hope inside of them that maybe you're alive somewhere, and that could be an okay thing. You know what I mean? That this hope that, yeah, she's not here, and I know she said she's dead, but maybe she's out there somewhere, or she just, lost her memory and she doesn't remember us, but she's out there living happily, and that's cool. Or, hey, even though she was miserable, maybe she was sad here and she ran away, but she's happy somewhere else, and that sucks, but it's good enough. You know what I mean? There's a little hope that you're out there living your best life somewhere else. You know what I mean? And your dream self that spoke to your mom's like, it was just a dream and maybe she's not really dead and it's okay, we'll see her someday. But at the same time, that can also be very detrimental because then they're not going to move on. Like, yes, the trauma of here's your daughter's dead body is going to be fucking immense. And they won't have that little hope to cling on to, but clinging on to that hope might not necessarily always be a good thing. Because then they're relying on that and then they're not processing, grieving, letting go, and moving on. So, like, it really, I guess, depends on the person. It depends on Ayame and Tsubasa how they process, because what's better for them? Having my body returned and then knowing it's over and then them being able to properly grieve and then move on? Or, you know what, it works better for them having a little bit of hope that, like, yeah, Ayame saw us in a dream and we told her we're dead, but she's got that little something in her heart that keeps her going, that we're out there somewhere. And that dream wasn't fully true. And she's going to take to heart that we said we were happy and we loved being her daughter, but maybe we're still alive out there and we'll find each other again someday. You know what I mean? Like, I suppose for our mother, the way things have been for her, that tiny little shred of hope somewhere deep down inside, even if she's not consciously aware of it, that maybe we're still alive, maybe the dream isn't 100% true, is probably better for her. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, either way they did it, there was always going to be a question on, is that really the best choice? And that's one of those, there's no right answer here. This is one of those, there's no right or wrong answer, because both of them are right and wrong at the same time. You know? But it's the decision we made, so okay. But anyway. As for me, yay! Dressed in my new uniform, I stood upright. Oh, we get to go to work! Wait. Well, this was the beginning of my journey as a departed soul. Are you sure about this? You know you could cross over if you wanted. No, I want to work with you at the HO, Seiya. Seiya, I would never fucking cross over and leave you behind. If I cross over, you cross over. We're going together. I'm not leaving. What? Whoa. I died, and you want me to then leave you again? Bullshit, bitch. You ain't getting rid of me that easy. I am a ghost that's gonna haunt your ghost ass. Shh. Try and fucking get rid of me. Try, bitch. You can try to exorcise this ghost all you want, but it ain't gonna work, because you only exorcise demons. Bitch, I'm here forever. I am haunting your fucking house now. Like, I know, he's just being sweet. You can cross over. Oh, hell no, I'm not going anywhere without you. I finally got to be someplace where I'm with you and I can touch you all I want. Not going anywhere. You are lucky I'm not going to wrap myself around you and, like, just permanently be attached to you. You're going to have to drag me everywhere you go. You're never going to be alone again. Literally, ever. Like how I am with my bird. My bird follows me everywhere. This is what I am. I have learned from my bird. You go nowhere alone. You're going to the bathroom, I'm going to be outside the door screaming at you. Are you okay in there? Good. I miss you. I can't see you. I know it's only been 2 seconds. Are you done? Oh my god, I'm going to die. I can't see you. Where are you? Literally my bird, who's just shoved under my chin. Not even moving. Are you alive? Did you die? You better not. No, you're just sleeping. You're just being a good boy right now. Anyway. I didn't realize when I was alive, but I want to become someone who can help save people. Just like my father was. I still felt guilty about leaving my mother. I knew that guilt could only fade if I became someone she could be proud of. By your side, Seiya, I'm sure I can become that person. After all, you're someone I really respect and love and adore. Even as I spoke these words with a smile, Seiya's face remained somber. He's just, oh, he's like, you know, inside he's so fucking happy we could be together, but he's just like, you should have had a longer life than this. Sweetie, don't be sad for me, because I'm happy. Since I passed away, he had become withdrawn, speaking far less than he used to. I was always left wondering what I could say to him. If I could have returned to the living world, perhaps Seiya could have forgiven himself. But we didn't get married then in this one. That's the only negative. And he's sad now. No, I can't let myself get down too. I definitely bring back Seiya's smile. For that reason, there's one more goal I have. I want to be by your side, Saya, to help you learn to forgive yourself. You really are something. Saya sighed, and for the first time in a long time, he smiled. Being together with you like this wasn't exactly what I hoped for. But if I remain in this gloomy state, even the days I loved you will fade away into nothingness. He gently touched my cheek with his hand. There we go. That's my little Pookie. Don't be sad that I'm dead. Be happy that I'm with you forever. I know. He's kind of thinking of like, what happened with Yui and everything like that, and he wanted to make sure I got back because I don't belong here yet. But hey, I died here. It's okay. It's not your fault. And I'm happy to be here. I'm not upset about it. And eventually, because Saya's perfect world, when you go back, you have a happy life. Don't ever forget me. I'm going to follow you around, take months off at a time and just follow you and stalk you, haunting you, ghost husband. And then when you die, you're going to come here and then we'll be together forever and it'll be fine. We just jumped to now I'm here forever. So I'm going to need you to be fine with it, His look was tender, making my heart skip a beat. Little by little, he'll get back to his old self. I know. I think I love that about him. I want him to be like clingy, desperate, hopelessly romantic right now, but it very much fits his character for him to just be a little sad that we didn't get to go back and live our full life, and that even though he wants us here, he's sad that it's now because he wanted better for us, and that's just so fucking adorable. You can't be happy for yourself that you get to be with me because you're sad for me because I didn't get to live my full life. You're so precious and I love you. This is what's going to make me cry. I kept my smile and held his hand firmly. Loved? Past tense? Does that mean you don't love me now? Saya widened his eyes and then, with a burst of laughter, Did I say that? How foolish of me. My feelings for you will never fade. I will continue to shower you with my love. Thank fucking God. And I like how she teased him a little. I hope so. And I promise to shower you with love too, Saya. Exactly. We're going to be so disgusting. Though one life had ended, I was still able to lead the life I wanted. If I was by his side, I could overcome anything, even hell, with a smile. With new goals in my heart, another life began for me under the eerie red moon. We're supposed to get a CG. Oh, you know what? We probably have an after story. Do we? Because we didn't unlock a CG. We didn't unlock a CG. Okay, good. After story. Cool. Mortal Realm, 11 p.m. Upon finishing my work, I rode the elevator to the Mortal Realm and found myself in the familiar streets of Narimigahama. Sea breeze feels nice. I got used to hell, but there was something about the Mortal Realm scenery that I still loved. Indeed, it's quite pleasant here. I like feeling the passage of time. Looking up at the stars in the night sky like this, it takes me back to my childhood. I always preferred the night sky to the blue sky of day. I never knew that. Do you still feel the same? Yeah, night owl, so absolutely agree. Although sometimes a nice sunny day with the little fluffy clouds and the bright sun and a cool breeze, that's nice too. I do. And the night brings a sense of calm, though I've never seen a night sky that shines quite like tonight's. With those words, Saya stepped closer and embraced me. Are we getting our CG now? Look, we get our little costume! We have matching outfits! How adorable! I love it! Ever the romantic, Saya. Still, I love it when you talk that way. I merely feel as though I'm stating the obvious. We would occasionally visit the living world to enjoy quiet nights together. Though we spent most of our dates in hell, and there was plenty of fun to be had there, walking through town with a jealous Saya could be quite a challenge. If I did so much as talk to another man, it could quickly turn into an ordeal. I kind of love that about him, though. God, be possessive over me. God. He was ready to confront any man who talked to me. But that was just his nature, and so we got by. We were known as a couple in the HO. We were inseparable both at home and at work. Ah, yes. You haven't submitted your request for leave yet. You still want to take that tour of West Hell, don't you? I've been so busy I totally forgot. I'll submit it as soon as we get back. I can't believe I forgot. The trip was my idea. As a new hire, I didn't have any paid vacation, but I was given special permission. Say had so many vacation days stored up, the higher-ups told him to use it up. You've got to be more careful. To think that our first trip could be ruined by work is unthinkable. I'm sorry. And don't tell me you're not looking forward to it. I've been thinking about it non-stop. We'll enjoy a hot spring together. Enjoy each other's company. How are we going to enjoy each other's company? Give me graphic details, but don't make me read them. Just tell me in secret. Whisper them in my ear. I am looking forward to it, but in a hot spring? Together? Don't you think it's a little early for that? Shut your mouth, girl, and do this, man! I really want a fan disc. Again, like, I don't remember. Like, I swear there was one, or we were all just hoping. I don't know. But, like, if there is, or when there is, I really want there to be, like, after stories for both the heavenly and the godly end. You know what I mean? Because they're both technically good ends. They're just different perspectives. And I want to see what would happen with, like, we're wandering around with our ghost husband following us. But I also want to see, like, that because this, we're with him, we can touch him, whatever, and that's going to be, like, you know there's going to be way more romantic, adorable, touchy-feely stuff going on, and I want that. I need to get a little spicy. These are going to be a little spicier, the after stories for these endings, you know, versus the other ones. I don't know how the hell you would do an after story for Hibiki where he pieced out and, like, moved on. But, like, whatever. I can't wait to see you blush like that in the hot spring. Seems that sharing a hot spring is a fundamental part of this trip. Seiya seemed to be as passionate as when I was alive. Actually, perhaps even more so. Honestly, I think that passion's gonna take some time to get used to. God, no. I want to drown in it. Shall we make a wish on a star before heading back? Yeah, that sounds nice. Starlight, star bright, hear the wish I wish tonight. It's way too soon for me to share a hot spring with Seiya. Please don't let it happen. Shut up! How dare you, game? Like, okay, I mean, like, fine for her, but, like, no! Rude, game! I don't really have a specific wish. Just to be by Spacey's side forever. Though I couldn't express my wish, Seiya boldly declared his, almost like a vow, to the stars. Well, we basically got married before we went back to life, so... Stars, I'd like to change my wish. May Seiya's dream come true. Seiya chuckled, and I couldn't help but smile back. In the bizarre, shadowy world of hell, finding and falling for Seiya had changed everything for me. There were hard times and sad times, but I was undoubtedly happy. And I knew that wouldn't change either. With Seiya by my side, our joy would only grow. So, once we're back in hell, how about we have your favorite parfait? Maybe even a supersized one today. That sounds great. I'm definitely up for a supersized one today. And so we returned to hell. Home sweet home. Oh, look at how fucking beautiful that is. Look at how beautiful he is. Oh my god. Lover's new life. I love him so fucking much. Have I mentioned that? I'm pretty sure I have. It hurts my heart how much I love him, and then seeing that end, and it's like, I can't focus on work knowing you're by my side, although it's a very happy kind of distraction. Could we become family once we resolve my sins and your heart's free from its lingering regrets? You don't have to answer me just yet. I will love you with all that I have, so I know you'll choose me as your husband. It's so sweet, though, that it's like, even this, he's like, basically like, we're getting married, you know that, right? You're so adorable! I don't have, my only lingering regret is we're not already married, goddammit. Ugh. Alright. This is 3. Yeah, okay. So this is bad end, a first bad end. And this is when we're possessed by Reika. So, we're going to the classroom. And the ending is called Collector. If I visit the classroom, I might run into Kara Kara and Mary. They mentioned they'd help me out if I ran into them again. I took a small breath, trying not to reveal my plan, and tried to calm my racing heart. We might find them if we head to the same classroom. Though I guess Mary Mary's not really a school ghost, more like an urban legend. Urban legend? Wait, have you actually met the ghosts from this town's urban legends? Yeah, right here, actually, in one of the school's classrooms. I met Mary Mary. All the rumors about him are a little creepy, but he's actually very kind. Suddenly a chill ran through me. What's this? He was nice, huh? Yeah, he gave me some advice, and I felt as if a strange darkness was surrounding me, consuming me and choking my words. Okay, I get what's happening. Because we're like, yeah, he was really nice. He was nice. And like, she's getting jealous because we have no idea that she's in love with him. He gave advice, huh? What else? Reika? This hand, did it touch him? These eyes, did they see him? Did he smile at you, I wonder? Did he run his fingers through this hair, pat this head gently? Were you held tightly in his arms? Be like, whoa, girl, simmer down. Did he touch somewhere on this body? Well, did he? Tell me, tell me, tell me! I couldn't make a sound. Try as I might, not even a gasp escaped me. No, this isn't good. It's all wrong. I was planning to leave this body behind. But instead I'll just make it mine. It's getting worse. My heart, no, my soul felt as though it was being smothered. I felt as though I was losing my grip on reality. Stop. Don't come in. Hatred, envy, jealousy. Dark emotions invaded my heart, pushing and overwhelming my consciousness. I need to gather everything. Everything. I want to share everything with him. That's why. You're gonna give it all to me. Not exactly what I expected by Collector. I thought we were gonna get killed by another ghost, but she collected all of our stuff. Okay. Shit. I really thought we were gonna go to the classroom and we're gonna find like one of those other creepy ghosts that's gonna like kill me and Reiko while she's in my body. I didn't think she was gonna, but like, valid. That was, I don't want to be like that was a good ending, but that was very, like, absolutely something that Reiko would do. So, 3, 4, this is the 5th one, I think so. To steal my will, yeah, okay. Okay, so this one, to steal my will to live. So this is when we are trying to figure out why Minami wants me. Anyway, robbing me of someone dear, leaving me feeling guilty with nowhere to turn. Is Minami trying to sap my will to live? That seemed to be the logical conclusion. Even if I succeeded in repelling Minami now, he might keep targeting me in the future. And next time it won't just be my mother, but my sister. Even Sayaka could be in danger. I don't know if we're going to get a little bit of other scenes, that's why I put the skip on. I have to put an end to this, no matter what. Spacey, what is it? Sorry, I was just lost in thought. This one's called Incubus Slayer. We're gonna go brutally kill Minami, I feel like. I know you're worried, but it's not as though we're completely defenseless here. Really? Saya gazed intently at me before taking a small key out of his pocket and unlocking a nearby desk drawer. Ah, yeah, okay, we're changing because before, didn't we go out to get the flower, and then he gave us, we went to get the flowers for the potion, he gave us the gun, and then, you know, whatever, and now we're getting the gun ahead, so we're gonna be like, peace out! Run, find Minami. From inside, he drew a small, gleaming silver gun. With a heavy clunk, he placed the gun down on top of the desk. Is that the same gun you used on Reika? In response, he nodded. This is a special weapon used by the HO. It's designed to subdue the damned who manage to escape. Soul-destroying gun, a specialized gun that only Grand Warders and above are allowed to wield. It's so powerful it will destroy any evil spirit. It's not made for slaying demons, but against a minor demon like Minami, it should prove effective. So it's a gun capable of killing Minami. Yes, worst comes to worst, I'm prepared to use it. I didn't know we had something like this. Relieved, I let out a long sigh. If we use this to kill Minami, then everyone will be safe. Just then we heard a knock on the door, and it opened almost immediately. Excuse me. Sorry, Saya. There's something I need to ask. Saya glared at the staff member who shrank back in response but didn't leave. I'm really sorry, but please hear me out. Saya, it's fine. I'll be okay. You should go. Sorry. I'll be right back. She's like, no, it's okay. You go. I'm going to take this gun and go hunt down Minami. With that, Saya left the room with the staff member. Left alone, my gaze settled on the gun. Its silver color cast an eerie glow. Seeing as it was usually locked away, this might be my only chance to take it. Minami, or rather that demon, can't just be repelled or reprimanded. He's been after my soul for years. He's just going to keep coming after me. This wasn't the right course of action. The calmer part of my mind screamed so, but I knew it was too late to back down now. If it's to protect my family, I'll do anything. Yep. Rushing to leave before Saya returned, I left the room and quickly slipped into the back alleys. After wandering for some time, I finally found you, Minami. Huh? You calling me by name means you're really fed up with me, am I right? You must have realized I'd come here. You can read my thoughts, right? Yeah, but I tuned out. I told you before. Your feelings for Saya made me want to puke. So infuriating. Then my vision clouded. How could I not have seen it? That wicked smile. How could I have ever believed there was humanity left in Minami? Besides, I don't need to keep tabs on you anymore. I found another way to get to your soul. The moment I saw his vile face grin, rage boiled over in my head. You're planning on killing my mother, aren't you? Well, I won't let you! I quickly pulled out the gun I had concealed under my robe, aimed at him, and fired. No hesitation! She wasn't even like, I hesitated. She's like, I held up the gun and he begged. No, she was like, fuck you! And just shot him. God damn. I know it's a bad ending, but like, good for you. In that flash, the scene transformed. Minami's face twisted in agony and he fell to the ground. Yeah, you actually did it. I really did. Saya's going to be so disappointed in us, which is why it's a bad ending, but I heard rushing footsteps approach and, in a daze, turned to see Saya approaching. His eyes widened at the sight of the fading demon's body, then his gaze shifted to me. I mean, this was like a last resort, but this settles everything, right? I did the right thing, didn't I? I protected my family. Yes, you did. It seems this was your destiny after all. His affirmation brought me relief. I feel stronger. Like there's nothing that can scare me anymore. My heart's clear. Now I can return home. Yeah, no, I don't think so. I beamed with joy, but Saya's face was grave, filling me with unease. Afterward, I accompanied Saya to the station. However, my train was nowhere in sight. Could it be delayed, I wonder? Like, this is not how... Like, the God wanted you to overcome your problems, but not like this. So we're gonna die and stay here and maybe, like... Does that mean Saya's not gonna be in love with me after we killed Minami because he's gonna be disappointed in me? You're supposed to love me no matter what. You'd love me if I got old and wrinkled or, like, fat or, like, whatever I did, but not if I killed a demon? I mean, that's not you're gonna love me no matter what. Except if you kill a demon. There was no asterisk on that, you know what I mean? It will come, won't it? I mean, I did what the God wanted me to do. I killed that evil demon. The God's intentions are sometimes beyond our understanding. Even as Saya had to get back to his duties, I waited hour after hour. If the train never arrived. Hey, God, why? You sent me here to grow stronger, right? I've become strong. I'm not afraid of anything. My heart's so strong I feel numb. Why? Or was that me saying why, or was that the God saying why? Probably me. Incubus Slayer. And so we die and we stay in hell. And And is Saya disappointed with us and sad? That was an ending. I don't know if it was necessarily a bad one, to be fair. You know what I mean? Um, so this one, okay, this is where we open the door and Manami's gonna eat my soul. We're gonna open the door and die. This title's just Incubus. I'm fine. Sorry, I'll open it right away. Please wait one moment. I was worried the guard would tell Seiya I wasn't feeling well. Then he'd rush back instead of exorcising Manami. After unlocking the remaining locks, I opened the door and... I'm here to guard you from that nasty god in the mortal realm. I'd made a terrible mistake. I have to get the gun. But as I moved, Manami grabbed my arm. The Khalifa flower I had in my pocket should have sent a spark through him. It should have given me a moment to pull the gun from my pocket, but Manami never let go of my arm. I won't let go, no matter what. I've come for your soul. The person in front of me wasn't the Manami I once knew. What should I do? A rich, sweet scent tickled my nose. Next time we'll meet in your dreams, and I'll shatter your will to resist. After that, when I fell into his dream, I was filled with regret. A mental torture so sweet. Oh, it's so severe awaited me. I thought it was going to be sweet and severe. No, just so severe awaited me. I lost all will to live. Had I known it would end up like this, I never would have tried so hard. I should have just given up. Is that really it? Yep, okay. That was really it. Okay. All right. That was it. So our last bad ending is going to be the common route bad ending. So those were all of Seiya's endings. This one is the common route bad ending. So there are various possibilities, but the most likely one is the burden of handling Manami. Insanity! I wonder if Manami is my burden. Manami was trying to take my soul. He knew about the god that stalked me, too. Maybe he really was my burden. I can't say for sure, though, because my impression of Manami has been changing recently. I'd seen signs he wasn't evil. In reality, he seemed to care about me, unlike his intimidating presence in dreams. If he is my burden, I must confront the wicked Manami who appears in my dreams. If I sleep, I'll see him there for sure. The Khalifa tree's presence made even the air of hell seem sweet. Just looking at it gave me peace. Maybe sleeping here will lessen Manami's evil power in my dreams. Hoping his evil nature would appear subdued by the air of the Khalifa tree, I closed my eyes and drifted off to sleep. As I fell into the darkness, Manami's voice echoed in my mind. I never thought I'd be so happy to have you visit me on your own. Soon you might give yourself to me entirely. His presence feels less painful now. Yet the dream Manami still had an ominous aura about him, and I immediately wanted to wake up. Why do you seem so dark in my dreams? I'm a demon. Duh. That's not it. The real you is kinder. What are you talking about? Not the you in my dreams. The real you. The one I actually talk with. He's much kinder than you think he is. He paused, something in him wavering. She's sharp. How did she figure that out? Or maybe she's the only one who could figure it out. He seemed to be talking to himself, and I got the sense his words weren't meant for me. All the more reason for me to take her soul. I need to take her soul if I'm gonna stay a demon. What does that mean? Okay. Seiya made a comment earlier in his route, something about the thing and something inside of Manami or whatever, like a passing remark, and it's like, huh. Right? What does that mean? And now Manami's over here like, I gotta take her soul if I'm gonna stay a demon. So... is it like... something's gonna happen in his route where he's not gonna take your soul, unless you get bad endings, maybe. Like, because... and then he loses his position as a demon because he didn't eat your soul or whatever. Like, Because maybe he isn't actually, yeah, he's an asshole, but maybe he's not as much of an asshole as we think. But then that kind of just ruins his character a little. Does it? I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it plays out, but it's kind of interesting because it's like, you think like, oh, he's gonna be straight up trash because he's kind of like he tried to choke you and then he licked your face and he was gonna lick out your eyes. Like he is fucked in the head. But sometimes we like that shit. And I wasn't gonna lie. Even in the comment route, I was like, you know, you're not my type, look wise, but vibe wise, I'm here for it. Like, okay, I can handle this. So I don't know. If I feel like it'll probably be fine because they've done everything else so well in this game. But like with Manami being like, oh, he's just gonna be a trash goblin the whole fucking time. That's what I expect. But then you're gonna have, I mean, he's gonna obviously like we're like he seems kind of nice every once in a while, like maybe, and he's like, I like talking to her. Wait, what's wrong with me? Okay, so there's definitely something going on with him. But if they do this, like, well, I didn't take your soul because I really like you, and now I'm just a normal, like, spirit in hell, and I'm not a demon anymore, and I'm all good and wholesome, that's going to be a little fucked up. I'm not sure how that's going to go. But he's like, I'm still a demon, I'm just not an incubus, and like, whatever. And he's still, like, kind of a little goblin, but just not as bad. Maybe it would work, maybe it'll work, but we'll see. But it's very interesting. It's opening up a little more like avenues for him and a little more mystery behind him, so I like it. Anyway, what does that mean? Enough for today. Leaving my questions unanswered, he vanished from my dream. Hmm. I felt my consciousness floating as if being pulled back to reality. I get the feeling I didn't sleep for very long. I thought back on my conversation with Manami. In my dream, I'd been so focused on enduring his presence, I wasn't thinking straight. But, but something's off. Manami said he needed my soul to stay a demon. Does that mean without my soul he's not one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't sell X amount, you're fired. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't get so many souls, you lose your rank. Is he not fully a demon? Is something about his transformation incomplete? Maybe he's not actually a demon. I feel like that makes sense, actually. Well, I mean, it did say he's a minor demon. So, you gotta get so many souls to rank up. He'd done things I disliked, but I'd seen him be kind to me as well. He was complex. There's still so much I need to learn about him, but I feel like I'm starting to understand Manami more than before. This feels like it's not leading to a bad end. It feels like it's leading to Manami. You know what I mean? But interesting. That's the only choice we have. So we are going to. Okay, so now. Oh, Mom, sis, they must be so worried about me. And Sayaka, how's she holding up, I wonder? What'll happen when I return? I've been missing for so long. I bet everyone will be pretty upset, huh? Not to mention, once I get back, I'll have to start thinking about my future again. My future. I felt my chest thump with anxiety and my breathing grow strained. Once I get back home, I'll have to worry about all this again. I thought being in hell was tough, but nothing was going to change when I got back. Whether here in hell or back home in the mortal realm, the hardship would continue. I let out a heavy sigh. I didn't want to think about anything. I just wanted to rest. Maybe I'll sleep a little. I don't even care if Manami shows up. The nightmares with Manami's ominous aura were torturous to me. But at least that place wasn't hell, and it wasn't the mortal realm either. It was a dream, a place of freedom. In the dream, there was no stress. I don't want to think anymore. My consciousness faded into the darkness. Huh, okay. Uh, this is a dream, right? I found myself standing in darkness. Manami isn't here, so is it just me in the dream? I looked around. What's going on? And Previously dark spaces, various scenes floated into view. Oh, okay. Oh, that's true. Yeah, they're all different. What? They're like little bubbles. Upon closer inspection, I found the scenes were of familiar people and places. Tentatively, I reached out. The moment my fingertips touched one, colors exploded before my eyes. In response, I inadvertently shut my eyes. What is this? It's so creepy. Please, I have to wake up soon. Huh? This is... The previous strange world was gone, replaced with my living room. Did I make it back to the mortal realm? Oh, hell no, you didn't. That seemed impossible. But a sense of joy bubbled up from deep within me. Hey, Spacey, are you listening? Mom! I hadn't been in hell for very long, yet it felt as though I hadn't seen my mom in decades. Mom, Why didn't you tell me about your career path survey? In an instant, my blood froze. My mom's piercing gaze felt like it was splitting me in two. Seriously, what were you thinking? Your life doesn't just belong to you, you know that, right? And this is how you know it's a nightmare, because your mom wouldn't say that. Even if she was being a little selfish before, she wasn't thinking your life doesn't belong to you. She was just, not really realizing what she was doing. I hated hearing those words from my mother. You've got to take responsibility. Now do exactly as I say. Your future is for my sake. No, that's not my mom. No, no, no! My feet began to move on their own. I have to get out of here. Then in the next moment... What's happening? This is the station. The shopping mall. Wasn't I just home? Hey, you're underestimating the obstacles, aren't you? My older sister appeared suddenly, glaring at me with displeasure. I always made my own decisions, paving my way. You're nothing like that. Why would you say that? Her searing words hurt me. I'd never heard my sister sound so harsh. You can't make your own decisions. I don't blame Mom for getting upset. Now get a grip on yourself. No, this isn't real. It's all a dream. Just a dream. Tsubasa would never say that shit. Are you serious, Spacey? You still haven't decided? Will you be alright? You're way behind. At this rate, it's not just your life after graduation I'm worried about, but your entire future. No. Is everyone... Oh, everyone, please stop. Why are being so cruel to me? Nice job, Tim, Ronald. Good job. Why are you all being so cruel to me? Stop blaming me. Stop pressuring me. I can't take it anymore. If this is my reality, then... You don't want it, right? Oh. Nami? Back in the familiar dark place, Manami's voice echoed in my ears. Thank goodness, it was just a nightmare. But it wasn't really... It wasn't really, was it? Oh. It was just a nightmare, but it wasn't really, was it? Huh. Okay, it wasn't really a nightmare. For now, it's not. But it will be when you return home if you carry on like this. It'll be fine. If I do my best, it won't turn out like this. Becoming like this... Are you sure about that? You're running out of time. I had no reply. He was right. Fear not. I can relieve your stress, but only under one condition. A soul pact. He smirked. What'll become of me if I give you my soul? You'll be freed from all your stress. Selling my soul to him, a demon. It's crazy. And yet, his offer tempted me. I don't want this stress anymore! I don't know how to read when it gets all like janky language. I wanted to escape hell, to go home. This ending is redacted. Like seriously, the title of this ending is just a bunch of blocks, so. But that's not possible. Even if I returned to the mortal realm, a dark future was all that awaited. Here, I will give you my soul. So, hurry. Free me from this nightmare, from this reality. Very well. Our pact is formed. I heard something snap, a dry, cracking noise. I will liberate you from everything, turn it into nothing. Good night, Spacey. I feel like I feel him entering me. I'm so and then it's just all black boxes. Wow, good times. And that's literally the ending is going to be like all just the title of that is all just, yep, ending boxes, redacted. It's so funny because it's like they had a title and then they just put because it's like it looks like it should be like the something something something. Like damn it, what is it though? Anyway, that was everything. So, my precious beautiful baby. We got, oh yeah, because I didn't notice it said so this is our other version of this CG. So remember, this was our first one where we had tongues down each other's throats, and now this is just the normal. Simmer down, bird. So, and then, oh, I still love that one. And then this is our last, oh, this one's so good too. So, yeah, I love this man so much, and I'm so sad it's over. Although doing the common route bad end where we barely saw Seiya at all probably helped a little bit because you're like, okay, and then you're like, oh, right. And then I forgot I was going to be sad at the fact that Seiya is over and I will never see him again. That's not true. I will see him again. But it's one of those, like, I'm going to not see him until, like, in other routes. Oh, good God, I threw my mouse on the floor again. Like, welcome to me. Welcome to my life. This is what happens every time I get up. Because, I was like, well, I summarize everything, whatever. Bird, bathroom, things, words. Anyway, we'll see him in other routes and stuff like that, and we're going to see him during Minami's, but it's going to be disappointing because now that I've loved this man, you can't take him away from me and tell me I can't have him anymore and I got to love somebody else. Like, I don't know how anybody else after this is going to live up to this. You know what I mean? I'm sure the other routes will be good, don't get me wrong. But it's going to be like, but they're never going to be Seiya. You know what I mean? It's like Seiya showing up in every other route before we got to fall in love with him. You can't show up in these routes, sir. Ugh. You can't keep running around all over the place because I got to move. So you got to simmer down. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard. Oh, it's so hard to leave him. It's like Kureha showing up in Hibiki's route, right? You're like, you can't be here. You make me miss you. And that's the way it's going to be when we do Minami. But, I am going to record a little bit of our other game and then we'll bounce. So, because I got to keep things even. So I'll give myself a little bit of a break so I can stew on this and hold him close and deep and tighten my heart. And yeah, you know what? It's not going to go away. I was going to be like, and maybe when I come back to do Minami's route for you, it'll be tomorrow. For me, it'll be a couple of days, maybe a week or something. Who knows? And I'll be like, I think I can move on from Say. I'll be like, I can't do it, guys. I can't. The man haunts me. The brain rot's real. Look at him. He's gorgeous and beautiful and perfect. And I was looking forward to this game so much when it was announced. I was like, hell yeah, this looks awesome. And then knowing that some of the endings are a little bittersweet. Fine. We played Verche for God fucking sakes. We can handle this. And for the most part, the endings are pretty damn good, even when you're like, oh, I can't touch my beautiful hell boyfriend. I'm sorry, husband, my hell husband. Now I can though, so it's like, whatever. But like now there's a part of me that's like, man, I'm still on that. I wish this game never existed so we wouldn't have Seiya, so I wouldn't be so fucking heartbroken that we can't play his route again over and over on repeat. I can. But like, it's over and it hurts, It's like, I almost wish we never had this game never existed so that I wouldn't know this angst and this need. And like, just, But I'm also extremely glad that it exists, and I would much rather it exist so I can just fawn over him. But there's still, again, not going to be that tiny little person. But like, why it hurts so much? Because he's so pretty. you know? So, like, God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Anyway, so I will see you guys next time. It's going to be really hard getting through Minami's route seeing Seiya. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, once we get into Minami's actual route, Seiya better not fucking show up because it's going to ruin it for me. It's going to be very hard. If I'm distracted, I can be like, okay, shit, Seiya's not here, so Minami's here. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, where's Seiya? I need him. I love him so fucking much. But if he's out of sight, I can pretend he's out of my mind. I can pretend. You know what I mean? But then you show up again, and it's like, no! It's not gonna be easy, so. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.